It has been some time, has it not? Yeah, I'm back. After like, what, another week? God, at the rate I'm going at, I'm freaking whatevering my way through at this rate. In any case, yeah, so I'm back again after like another week. The rate of, yeah, so let's just get started, shall we? So, Arcanum of Steamworks and Magick Obscura. The game that is 100% solidified and consolidated my hatred for gnomes after the last session. If you don't know what happened in the last session, I'm not going to explain to you, you're better off watching it, because the hatred I feel in my heart for gnomes, especially before, has now been truly confirmed. And so, from then on, we're going to just continue on with the main story. Yay! Alright, so, right now we're gonna pretty much pick up and try and find out where I could find Naserdin, the dead guy. Give me a sec to just pause the game real quick. It's because it's been a week, and as I said, I can't remember off the top of my head for it. Okay, so the main quest. Where do we need to go now? Let's see. Shullier and Sons, the Isle of Despair, Wheel Clan, Kintara, Dark Elves. Let's see. Yeah. Horror Among the Dark Elves, Sang'ang. Yeah, we did Sang'ang. Alrighty. Find more about Naserdin. So, travel to Caledon, where the remains are supposed to be found, and visit the Panari Temple. Okay, so we don't need to leave just yet. We need to just go to the Panera fuck? Alright, so yeah, we don't need to leave Caledon just yet. We can just loiter about in the... Oh god, the game is already decaying in real time. We're already off to the races, boys. Oh, this is gonna make my job even harder. Alright. Oh, sweet Jesus. So, let's visit the Panera Bread temple that we got going on, apparently here. Supposedly the remains are to be found, and I'm not gonna bullshit, I just looked up a guide. Because I imagine it was already told to me, but it's been a week, and I'm not taking notes like it's System Shock right now, so... Suffice it to say, I'm not working with a full deck, as it were. God, I miss Baldur's Gate 1. Am I in the right area? Yeah, I guess this, yeah. So, what has happened the last few weeks? Well, not too long ago, I played Elden Ring Night Rain, and I just beat the final boss with Jonathan Wilder Night Rain. It was great. I loved it. It was fantastic, and now I gotta do it with Jane Night Rain. It's gonna be fantastic. I can't wait to do it with Wilder's fanfiction wife, the recluse. Speaking of fanfiction, I actually have been reading Elden Ring fanfiction. It's called The Godless Age. It was actually a pretty interesting read, all things considered. Alright, but yeah, it was a pretty interesting read, I'd say. The Godless Age. I managed to only break through like the first few chapters, admittedly, but I think I'm like at Act 2.
Wait! Do you see that man? The one at the front of the temple?
Yes. Who is that?
That's Alexander, first acolyte of the Panari Church. Never thought I'd actually lay eyes on him.
What about him?
The man's a living legend. Joaquin used to tell me stories about him. Not a nobler soul in all of Arcanum, it said. And he's a skilled warrior as well. Not the sort you want to tangle with.
Oh, it's you. Finally come. The blimp crash survivor. I saw your picture in Tarrant. I am Alexander, first acolyte of the temple. It is a great pleasure to meet you. What are you talking about? Oh, you have no idea. It's you, the living one. It's a miracle. Well, let's not blow it out of proportion, shall we? Out of proportion? This is an astronomical event. The return of Nasruddin, the final battle. The end of all we know and a new beginning. The most amazing. Fine, I'm the living one. Do as I say and shut up. Of course. Look at my excitement, exalted one. We have waited for you a long time. You have. Of course! You must first listen to me. We were warned by the High Priest to expect your arrival, and he told us to scorn you as some imposter. For some reason, he refused to believe. I can understand his position. It's quite odd. Ha! There are many times we find it difficult to follow the chosen path. In the end, does it really matter if you were or weren't? You seem intent on discovering what happened, and already you know Aranox has crossed paths. If you were to thwart his plans, you will have to play the role of the living one. Is there any difference in the end? I suppose not. I just wish people would stop trying to kill me. I'm not worried. You've come this far, regardless of what you think. I feel that fate has chosen a worthy champion. Now, how can I be of service? What can I expect from here? You should be very careful of who you reveal yourself to. If you speak to Hadrian, the archaeologist, you may not want to tell him. He's a great man of faith, but he's old. Belief in you will come slowly. Gunter Williams is a brilliant man and open to new ideas. I believe he'll accept you immediately. I'll remember that. A few more questions? Of course, honored one. I live to serve. Who should I talk to about concerning Panari history? Hadrian, Alexander. Tell me about the Panari Church. Tell me of Nasruddin. What would you like to know? Who was he? Nasruddin was a very powerful and wise elf that lived during the Age of Legends. As the leader of the Elven Council, Nasruddin was both a physical and spiritual leader, and of all the lands of Arcanum. For 1,000 years he ruled over the council, and the land prospered and all was well. What happened? The coming of Aranox heralded the end of the age of Arcanum, from disbanding the Elven Council and the death of the beloved Nasruddin. How did Nasruddin die? He died after he and the council banished Aranox to the Ring of Bogdar. Nasruddin was wounded mortally in the battle, which preceded the banishment, and died not long after. Where did he die? According to Arcanum, Nasruddin traveled south to the southernmost tip of the land, where he laid himself to rest. That's why we built this temple over his remains. Really? Might I see these remains? The remains of Nasruddin are just below us, the low catacombs. There's a stairway behind me that leads to the burial chamber, the sarcophagus in which he's encased. Unfortunately, only the church elders and pilgrims are allowed to see the remains. What are the teachings of Nasruddin? What would you like to know? The scriptures, what do you study? There are many writings we study, but the most important in the Panari religion is the Arcanum, a collection of what is considered the most representative teaching of Nasruddin, as well as the prophecies were made in the earlier years following his death. Might I see a copy of them? The Arcanum. It's over there It's over there. I'd be happy to oblige. I must depart. This is just fucking useless. Well, relative to the term, I suppose. God, imagine having a 1,000-year cult still be around. It's like having the unitologists from Dead Space be around longer than they should. Wait, no, that is the whole point of unitology. Yes, what can I do for you? Who are you? You might... Alright, let's see. Let's see your work. What is the Arcanum? Discrepancies. Let's see, I'm not gonna read all this right now. Saint Mox. Oh, it's a gnome. Of course it's a fucking gnome. Who found them? Of course the gnome would say, I would do anything to see those bones. Yes, I am. Strictly freelance, of course. Let's see. Very much. I see. Look, I'm a very important member of this church. My face is well known. I can't exactly be running around defacing sacred artifacts. But where I have accomplished, we might be able to get away with it. The tomb lies in the catacombs, and the entrance as a burial is well guarded. But a year ago, I was perusing through one of our ancient texts. Within it, I found the old illustration of the catacombs, drawn by the first keeper of the crypt, apparently for his own use in navigating them. All the connecting passages in the burial room are walled off soon after the discovery, except one. There's a passageway which comes through the floor, well hidden in the stonework, missing all these years. I shared this information with no one, and you and I are the only ones that know of existence. Good. Here's what needs to be done. Enter the sewer through the grating in front of the temple. Enter, and you'll find a small room, a crack in the wall that leads to the temple below. Enter them, and you'll find yourself in a passageway. Come to the end of a door, speak the word Crimstone to it, and it'll open to you. Though the door is a passage, it leads to a staircase that leads to the tomb of Nasruddin. Anything else? Once you see the catacombs, you see an adjoining passage to them. Don't enter them. They're full of dark spirits and other creatures, and you want to avoid them. Go straight through the door and into the burial room. Thank you. My pleasure. Return to me whatever you find. It'll bring me, if possible, bring a piece of skeleton. I'd be happy to look at it and see. Together, we'll see what old Nasruddin looks like. I'll return when I've accomplished this. You do that, friend. Anything else? Alrighty. Alright, this is the Church of the Panini. Hell. Oh. Still waiting for my party to venture forth, I guess. There's a skeleton in the sarcophagus dressed in a ragged robe. The skeleton's missing its ring finger.
How may I help you? Then I will do my best to answer.
Oh, she's level 32 and 281 years old. How old am I again? I'm 24 at this point.
How may I help you? Then I will do Nasruddin. He was the... How may I help you?
What is it that you want of me? What can I answer for you?
Alright, I'm kinda lost, but at the same time, I think I got something out of that sigil. How extensive is the good path? Let me see, what the fuck? Let me see, so the good path is like 3-part divided. And then there's the fucking the evil path. Alrighty. God, my game is just decaying in real time. Barely had a moment to sneeze, and then afterwards the game just said, "Hey, what's that? We're running on modern systems." Ugh! Alright. I retrieved the skull. Some interesting observations. Nasruddin is more than 2,000 years old. What's wrong? Positive. What's the matter? Something strange about what I saw. Skeleton missing its its right finger. One of the objects I have here is a finger of Mannix. The legend associated is I've known the great saint. It would be very much well be. What does the legend say? Legends say that when Saint Mannix was captured by barbarians, they plundered the surrounding countryside, holding Mannix for ransom. He told his people to refuse, so the barbarians threatened to cut off one of his fingers if he didn't comply. Mannix calmly picked up a knife, told them there would be no ransom, and cut it off himself. You're saying that's the body from the sarcophagus is Mannix? I don't know. Good God. Why would they tell... Something else. I don't know what it symbolizes, nor why would it be there. The word sounds ancient Panarium, a language different used by the early church elders. It wouldn't be used for centuries, but Gunther Williams and experts, it would be... With the one, it means drawn blood. Oh God, they buried him alive. Do you think the body is Mannix himself? Hadrian, what are we going to do? I have no idea. This discovery, I'm speechless. 2,000 years and nobody bothered to check. What fools have we been? Listen, my friend. I recommend you go to Gunther and find out. And find out what the message is. I can be no further use of you. Perhaps the stone's better left unturned, my friend. It's not every day you get to face with the negotiation of this belief. Oh, it's any consolation. Maybe it's an elaborate ruse. Gunther, a moment. I've discovered something about the remains of Nazareth. Really? What exactly did you find? I see. It's very interesting. I too have made the recent discovery that something made sense of this. But tell me, friend, your interest in the matter, is it solely out of archaeological curiosity, or is there some motivation to it? You're correct. I see. So you're telling me that you are the sole survivor of the IFS Zephyr limpet crash? I was wondering when you were going to tell me. I've been looking for you so long, you know. Rumors were bound, and I get some calling. Glad that you decided to put your trust in me. As am I, Gunther. What do you make of this mystery? Interesting. It's proverbial wool pull over our eyes, but for what reason? I suppose you could the early church elders believe the ascension story might strengthen people's beliefs, for the cost of another man's life. I find that very difficult to believe. But I found something that might confirm those remains are false. What, Gunther? What'd you find? I told you I was working on those older translations. I found another passage inconsistent with Arcanum we read today. Have you heard of the passage where it takes to the final place of Nazareth? Yes. Well, today, Arcanum reads, Nazareth traveled to the southernmost tip of the land and laid himself to rest. The copy I've been translating is almost says the exact same thing, with a slight difference. Nazareth crossed the water and traveled to the southernmost tip of the land. What are you saying, Gunther? I'm saying I don't think Nazareth was buried in Caledon. We've assumed that the scriptures were speaking of the mainland. Of course, the remains we found, no one bothered to look again. So where is his remains? The southernmost tip of any land in Arcanum is the island of Thanatos, to the south of here. I think that is where you should go next. I might ask you a favor, Time. Before you leave, perhaps you can uncover the truth behind Satan Mannix. There are men here who would be interested for finding a responsible party. I may do that, but why do you think they did all of this? I don't know, my friend. Perhaps there's something the actual remains of Nazareth they're afraid of. You seek his final resting place. And there, I think you'll find your answer. I can tell you the two words of the message you saw. The first means opposite, the second means truth. As for the broken ring, I have no idea. Alright, the Isle of Thanatos. Alrighty, so according to the walkthrough I'm reading right now, let's see. To reach the island of Thanatos, you'll need to acquire a ship. No captain is willing to bring you there under any circumstance. And you'll need to either get 50,000 shekels, win it through gambling, or convince a person to give it to you. Ivysaur EG says hi, and also shekels. Yeah. Alrighty. Alright, let's go over to, yeah. Let's head over to Sarant, see if we get more grill baits for more details. Because apparently the walkthrough does say that you can return back. Buy the ship at 5,000, win at gambling, convince Stringy Pete, involves digging his treasure, giving it to Williamson, repairing the damage, and retrieving and destroying Balian's Scourge. Alrighty. So a lot of things have sort of happened on the social media space for some things, you know? Everybody knows about Mr. Jason Hall, right? The what was he call himself? Poor man software? I don't know. Anyway, point remains though is that everybody knows about him, and ever since the whole Stop Killing Games fiasco, everybody has sort of been digging into him more and more. And by golly is it extensive. Like, holy shit. Stop Killing Games is currently off the floor now, and, you know, out of the grave too, now that I'm thinking about it. In which, that's great. More games are going to be preserved for the future. If not for a long-term thing, but, you know, let's hope that it passes. God, let's hope it passes. But yeah, so there's that going on. But anyway, I watched a Meat Canyon video about that, or you know, one of his like animated parodies. It was interesting, for lack of a better word, just interesting. There's no better way of saying it, to be honest, given the fact that it involves Pirate Software just gobbling his own fucking foot in his mouth and just continually eat himself like some sort of Ouroboros snake. It is just hilarious. It's macabre hilarious, but hilarious all the same. Anyway, so that's what's been going on. Honestly, I don't know how the hell you could go lower than rock bottom at this point, but apparently locales go beyond rock bottom. So that's something. I've been thinking about video games for a while now. Specifically, I've been thinking about the game genres that are out right now. Just give me a moment. I got the skulls. You don't understand. It's dangerous to have these skulls. Alrighty. Alrighty, but yeah. I've been thinking about specifically hero shooters and just how people have somehow misconstrued the idea of a class-based, you know, gaming system. All of a sudden taking on the idea that, oh yeah, all these characters need to be, you know, rich with personality or something like that, you know? It's just, you know, that's how I feel a little bit. And Chiwaku is not here.
Oh, my! Loghaire Thunderstone. What are you doing here? I mean, of course, you are welcome here, Your Majesty.
Greetings, Gilbert Bates. I must say, I never thought to lay eyes on you. The boy that changed the fate of so many.
I don't know how to say. I mean, I never meant to hurt anyone. Stennar was my only friend. How could I have meant him any harm? I was so young, and I didn't know what would come of all this. Could I have possibly known?
Rest easy. I am as much to blame for what happened to the Black Mountain clan as you are, perhaps more so. Your only crime was your curiosity and your intellect. I do not hold you responsible for what followed, and you should not blame yourself.
Thank you, Your Majesty. You don't know what that means to me. And you can be assured that I will do all that is in my power to help you and our friend here. I've always wanted to be a friend of the dwarves. I hope that you'll let me.
It is my honor to call you friend, Gilbert Bates. And perhaps when this journey is finished, you and I might sit down and talk a little about some of your work. Some of it shows real promise, the mark of dwarven ingenuity. Stenar Rockcutter would be proud.
Why, thank you, Your Majesty. Really, they're nothing to... I mean, well, thank you.
You're welcome. And now I think you and our friend here have some things to speak of.
Yes, I have something to speak with you in a moment, Mr. Bates.
You have returned. Tell me, what news?
The Black Mountain clan were banished to the void by the Dark Elves.
It can't be. What possible purpose could that have served?
The Dark Elves have been waiting for any excuse to banish the
But
dwarves.
why? And to think my life has been conducted under the shadow of guilt for no reason, save it fit the heinous machinations of the Dark Elves. I must think on this. But here, please take these coins for all your troubles.
Most gracious.
You have returned. Tell me, what new?
Okay, so I guess we just gotta find ourselves a ship somehow. And frickin' hitchhike onto it, I guess. Anyway, yeah. So what was he talking about? Yes, hero shooters, right. So yeah, I've kind of sort of been thinking about hero shooters and just how odd it is, the fact that just when it came to Team Fortress 2 specifically, by today's standards, it's called a hero shooter, but back then it was just a team-based shooter. That's really about it. Sure, all the characters had like their own distinct personalities. Heavy was big fat Russian man, or you know, big strong man Russian man. Scout was Boston guy. Spy was a Frenchman, and you know, Sniper was an Aussie. But that's really just pretty much the general broad strokes of their characterization in game. The real characterization really came from outside media. For example, like all the machinimas and you know, all the source filmmaker stuff that Valve made for Team Fortress 2. That really solidified a lot of their characterization and personalities. Team Fortress 2 comics as well have also helped in that endeavor as well. But when it comes to like other games that came after that, like Overwatch and such, I can't help but kind of sort of like both laugh and scoff a little. But yeah, I can't help but like laugh and scoff a little, just the fact that, you know, the games to some extent have like taken from Team Fortress, taking the lesson, the fact that, oh, these characters need personalities, what it is, when in reality it's just the fact that they were all really well-made games, and that's really about it. It's not the personality that really holds its own in the grand scheme of it. It helps, you know, giving characters and archetypes that layer of personality and such. But realistically, it's just the fact that mechanically, all these classes synergize with each other really well. Like the medics can, you know, they're a term in Team Fortress called pocket medics for a reason, in which, you know, they pretty much follow a soldier, a heavy, or, you know, someone that they're intimately close with in terms of classification that allows them to do so. You have spies and snipers, pyros seeking them out and such. The heavies themselves doling out a crazy amount of damage. The scouts doing insults both in-game and above game. That sort of stuff, you know? It's just... these things kind of sort of come to their own because mechanically it fits. But then you have like games like Overwatch 2, and then you have like every other hero shooter that exists under the sun that tries to like replicate these types of things, you know? It's just how do I say this like in a coherent enough manner? I don't know, it's just, it seems forced is what I'm gonna say. And that's really the best way I can say it, to be honest. It's just seemingly almost forced. Overwatch kinda gets away with it, sort of, but kinda sort of just barely, I could say. Har, matey, never been in tap of those salty, unless he be wanting to fate with those skelly bones. Yeah, this guy is just... see.
Yes, sir. What? String Pete, who is he? Let's see. So there's a few ways of going about this. So buy a ship, convince Stringy Pete, or win the ship back from gambling. Oish, alright. Stringy Pete it is. Let's hope he's open to negotiation tactics. Negotiation tactics such as, if you don't give me your ship, my friends will do you harm. I'm not gonna do anything, but my friends are a different story.
I wonder if someone has made an Arcanum mod for Skyrim. Or, you know, any other Elder Scrolls game for that matter. Well, I guess we're gonna be doing this through Stringy Pete. Avast, ye landlubbers. God, times like this I wish I had fucking teleportation. Or a car. Not too long ago, I was playing T20, Tormenta 20, with, my Discord friends. Or associates, whatever. In either case, my character died, and I fucking crashed out and mauled over it. I'm over it now, but still, I feel like it's an understandable reaction. In the fact that I got dragged out of a mid-air encounter, no way of attacking, and we had one person fucking fighting. And then afterwards, I had a fucking dragon latched onto me, trying to be like, hey, you know, it'd be fun if I hung onto you because you took off my arm, right? God, that was fucking insufferable. But yeah. You see a spirit in front of you, skeleton dressed in ragged, tattered rags and a large black hat, wielding an evil-looking saber. Its eyes glow with an unholy light. Ah, who be treading on me grave, trying to get their hands on me treasure? Prepare to die, ye landlubber. Ye land-loving goat bugger. No one sees the eye of old Stringy Pete and lives. Wait, I'm not here to take anything. I'm here to talk. Talk? What would a rubber-legged bilge fish like you want with talking with the ghost of Stringy Pete? I've been sailing these seas Arcanum for more than 200 years, drinking the blood ale and gnawing the bones of priests and maidens. I'm not be looking for talk. I need a moment to explain. To explain? What you be needing to explain? You be digging around me bones and looking for me treasure. To be a pirate, that'd be worse than finding bait your hook with me wife. Look, I'm only here because I need your boat. Me boat? I cared for me wife less than this boat. Why, name of all unholy, what I give ye me boat? You speaking gibberish, and more than earful, a soul as tormented as me, own as a pet little patient of the blubbering of the living. Tormented? Don't you enjoy being a bloodthirsty pirate ghost? Enjoy it? Are you daft, matey? I was the crustiest, meanest, and bloodthirsty pirate who's ever lived. And none of what I did I was alive compared to what I've seen dead. What have you seen? I've seen all the souls of the dead walk in this world. I see souls all me victims, and they torment me as I be tormented living. And it be their pain I feel every day, every night on the glassy sea, their dead eyes staring at me in their murky depths. And who cursed you to this fate? I cursed myself. I spilled the blood of innocents, desecrated holy places, and worst thing I did broke a pirate's oath. Even without the first two, I deserved what I got because of the last. I shouldn't call myself a pirate after what I did. You don't want to be here? No, but I've got no choice. I was cursed, matey. Cursed from the day I died to sail the seas forever, haunting those souls who've taken my name in vain, to strike terror in pure heart, to give the little ones nightmares. Is there any way to break this curse? Break the curse? Why would you need that? Do that, matey? Why would you be helping an evil ghost, us old stringy Pete? I need your boat, Captain. Quite the story, and not one I'd be inclined to believe when I was flesh and blood. But shatter me squid beak if I ain't seen stranger things since. Perhaps there's something we might do here. I can't be giving up the boat on account of the curse. Be my fate to sail these old timbers till the end of time. But I know a way that might break the curse, if you be doing the legwork. What needs to be done? 3 things in my suspicion are correct. 3 things are right, the curse will be broken. Tell me. The first one's easy. I killed many an innocent in my time. A good, pure man named Jonas Williamson. Killed him for silver buckles on the boots, but mostly for sport of it. I laughed while he bled on the gutter, a crying out to spare his family. How do you make that right? His family, they fell on hard times without him, and the Williamsons have been poor ever since. It'll be deemed to dig my treasure, including those silver buckles, and give it to whoever is left of the Williamsons. My treasure is buried north of here. Where are the Williamsons? Here. I know they still live there. I sailed there years since I died. It's not a nice place. And don't be thinking you can take the treasure for yourself. These curses, they be old and smart. You be trying to cheat them, and I'll be still sailing these seas. And then I be coming after ye. Savvy that, mate. Of course. Any other task? What do you wish to hear? Second task might be more complicated. A temple off the Gulf of Morbane. It's a little town called Voroding. Called many years, and I be a pillaging the surrounding countryside. Broke into the place and stole some holy relics. Desecrated the sacred altar. Sure enough, those old monks threw a curse at me. What needs to be done? I don't care about the holy relics, but I be thinking they might be after the robes in the bundle over the altar. See, I spilled the wine and ale over it, and I might have relieved myself on it. It'd been a long night, you know. Yes, they weren't singing the hymns when they left. Anyways, the altars is there, it needs to be replaced. Talk to the monk to find out when it's to be done. Savvy? The temple is here. The task is most difficult. Ye see, I was getting on in years, and nothing left to do. No treasure I laid on hands. There was one thing I wanted, one sure if existed. What is it? The Bagling Scourge. Bagling Scourge. Most evil piece of weaponry ever wielded in the soul and Arcanum. Legends say it forged in the fires of Bagling Deep, and the virgin and children are thrown on the stupid stokes. It's horrible. Horrible doesn't come close. The Bane of The Bane of Cree cut down the whole battalion of elven warriors, banished them. Sounds like an evil blade. Yes, matey, an evil blade it may be. I wanted it more than anything on Arcanum, and I planned to get me hands on it. What happened? At the time, I had a crew of 7 of the most black-hearted and soulless pirates. There was a fine piece of treasure to go after. We took a pirate's blood oath to stand by one another in the treasure, and we searched Arcanum and found it. And one day in the swamps of the Dark Fens, down in Bagland Deep. And then, buried there for centuries, sight beautiful, blade black as onyx, carved in rune work, and I held it in hand and called to me. What'd you do? We all did nothing, matey. That night everyone was asleep. The cursed blade twisted my mind, and it told me that my crew were mutinous, looking to get rid of me. I killed them in their sleep, matey, their throats ear to ear, and I woke in the morning, I threw the blade down and ran out of there. The Bagoon Scourge still lies there as far as I know, among the bones of me crew. You must destroy that evil blade. At the bottom of the cave found the great furnace. Toss it there, and the world will be done with it. Here be the deep. Any other task? Is there anything else? That's all, matey. Will you help me? If you be doing these things, I give you me word as a pirate to give you my ship. She's old, but there's no better vessel to sail Arcanum seas.
What is it that you want of me?
Alrighty, let's go and just repeat this whole thing, shall we? We're off to see the Williamsons, the wonderful Williamsons of... God, I wish I could make a joke of something if I've never been to their state. Alrighty, off we go to the Williamsons though. Man, I love watching my companions work. Go find Molly. Leave me. Might I ask who you are, madam? My name is Molly Williamson, sir. Pleasure. May I speak? What are you doing out here, Molly? It's cheap living in the middle of nowhere. We eat what we pull out of the ocean. Make our own clothes, and beyond that, we don't need a whole lot. Williamson clan ain't never had a whole lot of money. Not since what happened to my granddaddy, Jonas Williamson, anyhow. That's why I'm here. What are you talking about? Sounds strange, but... I'll be. Strange tales I've heard. Strange tales. Whoever takes the cake, sir. To think, a ghostful pirate wanted me good for what he's done almost 200 years ago. Unbelievable. You brung back that old treasure in the buckles? Yes. Well, thank you. Old String Pete isn't such a bad bugger after all. Goodbye, sir. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just gonna sit here and wait for my companions to do all the work for me. I don't need to lift a finger. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Yes, what is it? Another fucking gnome. Might I ask who you are? Edwin Valos, priest of the Halcyon Order and here in Vorden. How might I help you? A moment to speak. About this temple. Why not? 2 centuries ago, there was an evil pirate named Stringy Pete. Absolute devil, if he wasn't here to act him out of debauchery or irreverence that he didn't commit. Always sailed the seas of Arcanum. And one day he dropped anchor just west of here. Found our small village. Long story, but I don't know anything about him in my life. The ghost of Stringy Pete's trying to right the wrongs he's done. I'm flabbergasted. So you're here to fix the altar? Yes. It's not as you may think. See, rules pertain to the making of altars. Well, the important thing is that the stone comes from ancient dwarven quarry in Torrent. Dangerous, and the quarry itself is overrun with monsters and all manner of evil. Simple folk there, no one here who would survive the trip. Might I be of assistance? Oh, God. Oh, yeah, no, it just take like 20 years just to get through right now. Many a year would pass. God, I wish I would fucking have teleport, but oh well, what can you do?
What is it you need?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is it you need?
There we go. He's got like a bunch of arrows now. You don't mind me now, I'm just carrying this big fuck off rock.
Yes, sir.
What is it you need?
Bam, bingo bango bongo. Now the dwarf is carrying a giant rock. While I'm up here, I suppose, may as well. Yay, so much traveling. I love it. Alrighty. Yeah, don't mind me, just slowly but surely wading my way through this. Ay, jeez. Oh, that's right. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound just came out not too long ago. God damn, I want to play it. Maybe actually. Oh boy. Where am I supposed to find the sword in this literal mire of a swamp? Where is the damn sword anyway? Where would it even be? Oh yeah, canvas the fucking entire swamp. That'll be fine. Where the hell am I supposed to find it? The Banglian Deep. Alrighty. Alrighty, so right now we're just making our way to the swamp again. Shit. Yeah, I thought I took it already. Aish. Alright. Sorry, I'm literally reading some of the stuff that's here right now for the piece of shit. Let's see. It's hexed, meaning it shifts alignment towards evil. Okay. Alrighty. Jesus Christ, I'm just coming across everything and anything across here. What the fuck? Alrighty. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, here's the corpse of every miserable bastard that's here, I suppose. Well, I got murked as soon as I fucking took a crit, so... New record, everybody. Virgil's still around somewhere. Holy shit.
How may I help you?
They're just casually fucking attacking Raven. What the fuck? Let's see. What do I want to invest into now? Let me see. Yep, let's just go with willpower, because why not? What's stronger than intelligence? Human determination. Jumpy little fuckers, aren't they?
I've been badly wounded. Please, my friend. I need healing.
What is it you need?
Oh god damn it. I think they friggin' whatevered.
How may I help you?
Yep, alright. Off we go. Boy. How's everybody looking right now?
What is it that you want of me?
Let's see. You just casually have the dwarf still carrying a giant boulder. She died.
I am injured.
Too many casualties. We need more stamina somehow. Boy. All he has is a chipped katana and some chipped armor. See, have these guys got anything on them? Oh, boy. Ooh, mummies. Alrighty. Our greatest asset? A dog. And some magic people too, but you know, it's the dog. Aish, alright. I think we should be fairly recharged right now.
I will protect this good-natured soul. I'll not continue such behavior. Rumors begin to sap my life. I'll not continue such behavior. Rumors begin to sap my life.
My friend, I've been wounded terribly. Quickly,
Oh
I need
no,
healing.
I died. Right, so I got a cursed paladin. Level 40 cursed paladin. How am I supposed to take on the cursed paladin? Carries an arcane axe. Depending on your level, he and his slaves will let's see here. Alright, so I need some setup tools.
Yes, sir.
need some serious setup, apparently.
Yes, sir.
See here. And yay, now Magnus has got a gun. Is he any good with it? Probably not. Oh boy, we need to get some gear. I mean, I could probably... No, wait, no. Switching to easy mode doesn't really do much. Yeah, switching to easy mode doesn't really do much in this case. So, current thing I could do is maybe get my characters some better gear. Better yet, may as well salvage what we can from outside. It's not like the crew's gonna be needing it anyway. Oh shit, look at that. Soul of Resurrect, Soul of Exiting.
How may I help you? How may I help you?
Yes, sir. What is it that you want of me?
Huh, this is just like literally a fucking case of the stuff here. It's curious. I'm not sure if it's because the unofficial patch added these as like a debug, or the developers just said, hey, these guys are probably going to be eating shit, so may as well give them something to use, maybe survive. Or maybe they were just like really well prepared, I don't know.
How may I help you?
Alright, well, you may as well use a weapon or something, because I don't know. So got resurrection stuff. So we got 2 resurrection things here. All right. Let's see what else we got. Scroll of exiting, vitality air. Is there no way to just have a power word kill scroll just packed in here or something? I think that'd be most useful right now.
Yes, sir.
I'm curious about this armor, if I'm being honest. Again. God, this game is more freaking problematic than... Well, I don't have a good... Let's see.
What is it that you want of me? What is it that you want of me?
Let's see. Can I not use it on myself? Sorry, right now I'm trying to use the... What is this? Oh great, it doesn't really fucking tell me much, does it? Alright, fine. Got the party kitted up now. We got weapons. So that's something. Got 2 resurrection scrolls. So we got 2 resurrection scrolls and some other stuff. So we have a casualty limit of 2 right now. So that's pretty okay, I guess. I prefer no casualties, but I think at the rate we're going at, I'm gonna have to eat those casualties.
Why are we attacking this good-natured soul? I'm not continue such behavior for long.
I believe I am mortal.
See.
Yes, sir.
Why are we attacking this good-natured soul? I'll not continue such behavior for long.
He's got a broadsword on him. I don't care if he was an evil paladin. He was a good person for the last 5 seconds of his life. Alright, let's do a head count real quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excellent. All heads are accounted for. Here we are. This ungodly weapon. Let's get rid of it already. Alrighty. It's done. We've destroyed the weapon, guys. My goodness, it's great. We're free. We're free. Alrighty, time to cross desert and land and grassland. Ugh, grief almighty. Alright, so yeah, we pulled through at least, so that's on the upside at least. Aish. Pain in the ass though, that's for sure. Pain in the ass. Yeah, you see how friggin' you see how our dwarf is just using a gun right now? Guns aren't really useful because they have a set rate of fire. The bow is literally just like as fast as you could spam it. It's kind of hilarious the fact that firearms are so gimped in this game, though. It's like, oh yeah, the bullet, the most lethal thing you could ever make in existence, and then you just see some fucking jackass with a bow just like shooting 5 quintillion miles per sec. It's insane. Alrighty. We're back. We're back.
How can I help you?
Ah, yes, the katana. A very powerful weapon from a much civilized time. I didn't realize the king of dwarves was secretly a weeaboo. Ah, the more you know, I guess. Who'd you think designed the perfection that is a katana? I could already hear it now. That's good. That's what it sounds like. What the hell do I do with the stone that I have here? Am I just carrying this lug of shit for nothing? Let's see here. Alright, let me see. So we have Sacred Stone. So I take it that's not the stone specifically we need to look for. Great. All that effort lugging that piece of shit around and all I got was a fucking headache. Doubly great. See, what happens if I already had the stone? That's the thing. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Turn with the altar stone. Here. Alright, it's done. Alright, Stringy Pete. Let's hope you got that, that boat ready for me. Boy, right now it's late and I'm kinda sorta tired of doing errand runs for people. Release Stringy Pete now. Hey, would you look at that? Alright, we've arrived in the island of Thanatos. Well, where the hell do we start now? I guess that's the question. Guess as south as we can go. Alrighty, let's see. More willpower never hurts, I suppose. Just coming across every manner of creature we have here. Let's see. I'm right now looking at a map of... I'm looking at the Arcanum map right now. Get a full beat as to where it is we're looking for. Alrighty, here we are. Alrighty, let's see. Where exactly are we going? Where exactly are we supposed to be going to now? Is it as south as it gets as it stands? Keep it going, as they say.
Your expertise is something
Where the hell exactly am I supposed to be going? Supposedly the Tomb of Nazareth, according to the map, is supposed to be here, but I don't know the details of how to access the area. Maybe I explore more and further. I'm not seeing any indication of where I'm supposed to be going. Just been non-stop, endless combat as it stands. Boy, this is taking forever, I'm not gonna lie. Up, more enemies. Oh god, we found something at last. Some sort of harbor, it seems.
What do you want of me? I did not choose to live on this island for its ambience. I chose it so I wouldn't have to entertain fools. Leave me be.
Calm down, I'm not here to bother you. I'm looking for a grave.
That is quite the fool's journey just to find someone's dead body. I'm afraid to ask, but whose grave would you be looking for?
Nasrudin.
Of course. Searching for the great Nasrudin. Ha! The great Nasrudin. What was so great about him? Damned fool, if you ask me.
You seem fairly bitter towards the old man.
What? How dare you, old man? Do you have any idea who you're talking about? Nasrudin was the wisest and most benevolent elf in the history of Arcanum. He saved us all, and that includes you. So I recommend you keep your comments to yourself.
Oh? And you think you know about Nasrudin, young man? Who are you to tell me about that old worthless elf?
Worthless? What I ought to... No, I'm not going to sink to your level, old man. Nasrudin would have had more patience with men of your kind, and so will I. I don't have to defend him.
Oh, of course you don't have to defend him, young man. The old elf was completely incorrigible. There's no defense whatsoever for individuals of such low character as he. You've chosen well not to waste your words on the likes of Nasrudin.
You're testing my patience, old man. Another bad word about Nasrudin, and it might just be the last one you say on both feet. Do we understand one another?
Virgil, perhaps you ought to keep your voice down with our new friend here.
Ah, now there's the voice of reason, and from such a beautiful young elf. You know, in my younger days, I knew a girl who looked a lot like you. She had the most wonderful name. Let me see, what was it? I suppose it would translate to something like the Silver One.
Yes, I also know someone like that. She used to tell me about a great man she once knew. She told me that he taught her a great many things. That he was much like her own father.
Ah, yes. Make sure to pass on my greetings to your mother. She was such a wonderful child. And it seems she has a wonderful daughter as well. Greetings, Princess Raven.
I will pass on your greetings to her. It will make her very happy to know you are here among us. Greetings, Nasrudin.
I would say in all my glory. I'm afraid I haven't any left.
But you're Nasrudin. You saved the world from Aranox.
No. I delivered the world to Aranax. I put in place the system that he felt was his for the taking. I even imparted my elven arrogance to him. I must bear full responsibility for his actions.
A bit dramatic, don't you think? Aranox's actions were his own.
You do not understand. He was my son. I taught him everything. Only to see him be carried away by his youthful temper. I should have seen it. There must have been a way to stop him before it came to what it did.
I've heard all the legends, but what happened really?
It started in the Age of Legends. I was young, headstrong. I thought I could take on the world, and I did. I fought the good fight to protect the lesser races, as I arrogantly called them, from the chaos that raged everywhere. Dragons, demons, evil sorcerers, I fought them all and won. And this, all before even the days of the Elven Council.
How did the Elven Council come?
I gathered a group of idealistic mages together, and we created an Elven Council, for the good of all. We really believed that. For a time, I suppose it was even true. I really believe things began to change when we discovered a way to banish things from this plane of existence.
Why?
It was the ultimate weapon. Once something was banished from this plane of existence, it could never return. We With ultimate power comes ultimate responsibility, and ultimate corruption. We were quick to use it on new and ever more terrible threats. The Bane of Kree, Krakatoa, Gorgoth, Kurgan.
How did Aranax fit into all this?
Sometime during all this heroic carnage, my son came of age. I quickly ushered him into the council, amidst some of the others' protest about his young age and inexperience. And then it all came crashing down upon me. Look, are you certain you really want to hear all this self-pitying drivel?
Of course. So what did Aranax actually do, so terrible?
He had taken it upon himself to keep the balance, as he termed it. He believed that being a member of the council validated any course of action he chose to pursue. This meant attacking anything he saw as a threat, such as a city that had begun building advanced technological devices. Vendegroth, it was called. He warned them to cease their destructive behavior, and destroyed one of their factories to underscore his point. Justifiably afraid for their very lives, they swiftly constructed a device that could destroy even the most powerful wizard. He responded by calling on forces that few of us had ever seen, and wiping not just the city, but the whole province of Vendegroth from the face of Arcanum with one blow. He felt himself betrayed when the council condemned his actions. He showed no remorse. In his arrogance, he was sure he would be vindicated. I cast the deciding vote to banish my own son. If I must die, I will be the last, he screamed as he hurled the spell that brought an end to the council, the Age of Legends, and my will to live. It was a harsh dawn that morning on the plains of Brodgar, and it was there in the shadow of the Black Spire that our armies met in the most terrible battle that Arcanum has ever seen.
Jesus Christ.
As the sun set, only 4 of us were still alive to witness the destruction we had brought to pass. I found Aranax among the corpses of our decimated armies, and it was there that I condemned my own son to the void.
It's fucking curled up in a
In the
ball.
end, it was only through our combined might that Aranax was subdued, and I watched my own son fall into the horror of the void. But such was the fury and power unleashed by this conflict that the very fabric of reality was torn asunder. With our remaining energy, we were able to seal the rift with powerful wards, and the Ring of Brodgar still stands today as a monument to my son's destructive pride and my own unforgivable failure. When I regained consciousness, I was on the shore of Thanatos. I'd regained just enough energy to seal myself in a regenerative shell. I remained that way for 1,000 years. No one had ever stayed in a shell for anywhere near that amount of time. Somehow, my magical hibernation extended my life much beyond that of even the most powerful elven mages.
Are you aware there's a religion worshipping you?
I'm well aware of the whole Panari tomfoolery, yes. When I emerged from my regenerative state, I traveled to the mainland. I suppose I thought I could somehow live among the world again. After I spoke with that Mannix fellow, I knew I was deluding myself.
Did he tell you how the Panari began?
Did not know much. Mostly some fanciful notions mixed with bits and pieces of history. As near as I was able to put together from speaking with him, Kryn Urden, the last surviving member of the council, started the Panari simply to maintain the wards, to periodically strengthen them, as it were.
What happened to Mannix? They believe he ascended with you.
Yes. Word of that eventually reached my ears. I can only assume that somehow he realized who I was and began talking about his visitation. I've not the slightest idea where the Ascension piece of the legend originated from.
I need your help. Aranox's return.
I feel as if I've been waiting to hear those words since I awoke those many years ago. I had hoped it would never come to this. Why, Aranax? Why can't you see the folly of the path you've chosen? What are you going to do about this situation?
What am I going to do? He's your son. What are you going to do?
I fear there is nothing I can do. I am old, tired. I do not believe I could stand up against my son now, even if I could find the heart to try.
Well, something has to be
I
done.
can think of only one possible strategy to defeat him now. You must retrieve the Vendigroth device that was meant to destroy him.
The Vendigroth device. You said it was destroyed.
And so it was, above ground. There are many catacombs and tunnels lying beneath the surface. Some of the members attempted to retrieve it to use against Aranax, but they never returned. We were forced to battle him without it, and you know the consequence of that.
What does that device do?
Extremely powerful mages have the ability to regenerate themselves whenever they are badly hurt, as I did. If one is powerful enough to hurt and master Sorcerer Gravely, the mage will retreat into his regenerative shell and emerge stronger than ever. The device is the only way known to disrupt the regenerating shield.
Disrupting the field will kill the mage within.
Quite so. The technology of the device is designed to disrupt the field in such a way as to cause the shell to drain the life force instead of regenerating it. Quite gruesome to contemplate, actually. Further, it is said that one who is killed in this manner is forever separated from this world, with no chance of being returned magically or otherwise.
How can I find this device?
You must search the ruins of Vendigroth in the wastes where the city once lay.
Where can I find the ruins? The wastes are vast.
I do not know exactly. Those days are long past, and with them a better part of my memory, I'm afraid. All I know is that at one point Vendigroth and its settlements spread out over that whole area now known as the Wastes. There was a bridge leading into the Vendigroth province. Here,
Why don't you retrieve the device?
I must conserve what little remains of my energy to banish you to the void once you have retrieved the device. The banishment spell is rarely performed by a single mage. Its power requirement is so great.
Hold on, you're gonna banish me?
Certainly. If we were to wait for Aranax to breach the wards, I fear the loss of life would be immeasurable.
Fallen to me again.
The irony of all this is not lost on myself. One might almost believe the prophecies to be true. It does appear that you are instrumental in halting this cataclysm. If only this were not necessary. I had hoped if Aranax ever returned, he would have realized the error of what he had done.
Judging my encounter with him, I'd say he had not.
Yes. It is obvious to me that he has committed himself to a path which can only end in his destruction.
What do I do when I retrieve the device?
You must meet me at the site of the wards, the Ring of Broadguard, as they are now known. The barrier between the worlds is thin enough there for me to be able to send you across by myself. I would suggest that you bring as much help as you can recruit, as it will be no easy task to defeat Aranax.
Off to the waste, then. Oh, grief. Alright, I'm gonna call it wraps from here. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this stream. If you want to see more, I'll be streaming again at another point in time. Whenever I can help it. So, we're so close to the end. So close. Let's hope that the next stream will be soon, alright? Yeah?